All right, Nightmare Survivors, we're going back in, and I don't know what episode this is. Wait, okay, yeah, I do actually know what episode this is. It's episode 106, and I think I figured out what my project is going to be. I'm going to try to do multiple things, but one thing I really want to do is the Nightmare reanalysis for all of the base, for like, I don't know if I would do one for each individual base, but I do want to at least... You know how I did like the Drucker County bases, and I just talked a little bit about each individual one. I kind of want to do that again, but for the Nightmare. Basically, in the Nightmare Zone, did it change the order of the bases? But the thing is, I need to live in each base at least 2 days or so and experience at least one siege, so I can at least say some of the things I feel about the base are true or false, etc. So I'm going to basically prioritize completing the map and switching maps a lot more. And so one of the first things we're going to do is let's turn that off and let's start searching for our next map, just to have it done. Today I'm going to be, what do you call it? Actually, I need to do that real quick. Where is it? Resources, images. Where are my game resources? Here we go. So Drucker County. Let me scoot this over. You can't see what I'm doing because I'm doing it on the computer, but... Alright. So... let's push the buttons real quick. Everyone knows I need to push the buttons. Are there any other buttons that we need? Oh, let's push this button. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna deconstruct this. And I'm gonna try to push our siege up into the red, basically, so we can experience a halfway decent siege at some point in this episode. And our goal is going to be, you know, to fight the siege, preferably in the daytime. And... this guy's pretty heavily equipped. Let's shed some of this gear. And then we can say, you know, how does it feel to defend this base? Because I think that's going to be a really important part in Nightmare Zone is, does the base have like a notable defensive flaw? That looks fine. So what we're going to be doing today is, let me get another melee weapon out, actually. There. So what we're going to do today is loot the special containers. If we can find a Juggernaut to kill in melee combat, we will also do that.
Anyone free over there?
I think I want the faster vehicle. Where is the door? Right here. Let's keep these synced up, so let's activate this immediately. We need to get that vehicle prepared, so let's... not the Trekker, the Wizard Van. And it looks like I need to build a repair thingamajig. Repair thing is ready. Oh, it pushed me away again. Put these in the back. There. Alright, so one of the things I didn't show is that this thing has a ton of different abilities here. What I want to do is make a ton of noise. This one. There we go. Puts us up to a massive siege risk. And I'm doing that because, well, it makes a ton of noise. Anyways, let's get started. So the first objective for our looting, because like I said, we're doing three things. We're going to loot the rare weapon crates. We're going to defend against a massive siege, and like I said, we're going to look for vulnerabilities in the base's defense, and also advantages as well.
Sorry to bother you, but we need some help.
And if we find any enemies to kill, if we find a Juggernaut to kill, I did bring 2 melee weapons to deal with them. So that's what we're going to do in this episode, and there's not a whole lot of bases left. The next we're going to go is the Meagher Valley, and I'm thinking, we've lived in the starting home. We have not lived in the 4-man base, which is the country church. We lived in all... Did we live in the police station? I'm pretty sure we've lived in the police station. Yeah, we lived in the police station in season 4. That was kind of the whole thing where I'm like, oh, I'm the sheriff in the police station. Yeah, I gotta go this way. So I lived in the police station, I lived in Mazzara, I lived in Camp Kellenquaw. We've lived in Squellodes, and there's someone in town with really good stuff. Oh wow, we got a rare trader finally. Where is he at? Okay, so for like, I mean, like he won't be, he'll be here for like 4 hours. So eventually it will. In fact, number 2 on this list takes us near him. So let's go ahead and just continue to number 1. So yeah, actually, once I complete living in the country church, which the country church is really not good. I don't think it's going to get. I don't think its rating is going to change. And in some cases, I actually don't think the ratings will change. I think they'll be pretty similar. One of them that'll be different is probably going to be Cascade Hills, because some of the bases, the really indoor bases, tend to be kind of bad. Because if the zombies get inside, which, you know, they're going to try to, they're just naturally going to start invading the base, the people in your watchtowers can't really do anything about it. And if your characters have a tendency to stay indoors rather than fight outdoors, like the church on the hill is a good example of this. The church on the hill, like, the building itself just absolutely dominates the base footprint, which means a lot of your characters just have a tendency to stay inside the building. And you have the natural watchtower, which is the church bell tower, and, like, they're worthless. Like, they're so high in the air, and the building just blocks the aim. They have such a terrible view of things to shoot. It would be good if they were willing to shoot enemies really far in the distance because of the height, but they just don't really do that, so it winds up... I guess we're passing by this area, so let's go ahead. Actually, no, let's continue, because like I said, number 2 is in this area. So, the country church got a pretty good rating originally. It's gonna fall down quite a bit. We'll drive past just to see if he hails us for driving close. Okay, so that's where he is, but we'll just come back anyways, because like I said, now that we've narrowed their location. Another one that's probably going to fall down is the, what do you call it? Can't even think of the name. The corner office. Because it basically is nothing but a building. And that means, like, if they're on the top floor, once they get inside, like, they're going to be useless. They're not going to come and help. Let me tell you that much right now. So, under a bridge and a small hideout is our... So that must be the bridge. And... looks like we're going to have to go around over here. This guy is perfect for this, because not only do we save fuel, but... he makes the engine quieter.
That'll work.
Whoa, that was a loud noise, jeez. Calm down, you guys.
Score.
Transmission maze, probably just sell that to the guy.
Guess it's kinda useful.
We'll just sell all this to the special trader. Go ahead and activate this as well. So basically, we will be at massive siege risk for a decent amount of time, and when it wears off, the ability to watch more movies should reappear. And then we can just be back in massive siege risk to see how the base holds. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna try to prevent anyone from dying, obviously, but I want to watch the community members fight it out a bit just so we can see how the AI is going to behave, stuff like that. Hopefully I have an outpost nearby. Yeah, we do. One relatively nearby. kind of hard to hit him when he's getting thrown all over the place.
Got some quality stuff to trade. Anybody interested?
The terrible aim.
Locked. Fucking figures.
Okay. And we haven't had a rare trader in a long time, so let's go ahead and sell all this junk. What are you offering me? I want to buy some of this stuff. I definitely want both of these. Retraining manuals, yes please. And I'm probably going to buy some of these advanced things, because we've been using professional, and like we just need to start upgrading to advanced. Put these in the back. Wait, where'd she go? Okay, she's in... Holy crap, it's dark.
Let me make you an offer.
Sure.
So I want advanced brake, advanced choke. I have enough advanced suppressors, though. I don't need those. Okay. Put these in the back. Well, put one of them in the back. And now we go to number 2, which is around here. Number 2, in the gully campsite propped against a water reclaimer. Somewhere approximately over here. So good news about the live stream and the live services and whatnot. Apparently, Jeffrey Card, their lead producer, misspoke, and he did not mean what he said. And the issue, apparently, he talked to me on Twitter briefly about it. The issue is that he had a different definition of what games as a service and live service meant. That is different than how the video game industry as a whole understands it, different than the way like corporations like EA, Ubisoft, and Activision would explain it, and also different from how gamers understand it. And that was the issue there. And I talked to him briefly on Twitter, along with their product director. He appeared in one of the streams. He was the one that I quoted on saying, you know, low friction stuff. They both said that they didn't seem to realize that there was this giant stigma and this dislike of the term live services. And they seem to want to go with this idea that, like I said, they have a different understanding of it. But what I did was I opened up a Tor browser to YouTube, and I basically Googled the term games as a service. And the Tor browser ensures that I'm getting the most... Where the heck is this thing we're looking for? Let me look with my eyes and not my mouth for a moment. Ah, here it is. Something to sell. It's right here? What? That is not where... So it is... Never mind. I guess it just lied to me or something. Anyways, number 3 is somewhere over here, but we want to head back to the Wandering Trader first. Anyways, the long story short is his definition of games as a service is not correct. Like, people can argue all day about the semantics of what words mean and don't mean, but when corporations talk about game services, they're talking about what I'm talking about, a long-term microtransaction, recurring microtransaction system. That's what they're talking about. That's what the corporations are talking about. When people talk about game services in general, that's also what they're talking about. When gamers are talking about game services, and that's why people kind of had this kind of freak out moment, because everyone in general, I mean, that's not the correct term, I can't say everyone in general, but people widely accept that as the correct definition, a game that has lots of long-term recurrent microtransactions. And that's why I would say his definition was not correct. And after showing them the screenshot of the Tor browser. If you're not sure what a Tor browser is, it's basically a browser that's extremely hard to trace. It has like a built-in VPN and whatnot, and it bounces a signal off of multiple random locations in the world who are basically donor sources. And one of the things it does is it doesn't have any cookies or anything. Cookies can be used to track your search habits, and by tracking your search habits, they are able to customize. Okay, I'm getting confused. We clicked the wrong trader. That's what was confusing me. And what they could do is, by tracking your search results, they can suggest different videos to you. They can, you know, if you watched a video about, I don't know, Call of Duty, it'll track that and it'll start suggesting you more videos about Call of Duty and whatnot. Like, that's, cookies have many functions, but that's one of their things they can be used for. And so by using a Tor browser, I don't have any cookies.
I got something you want, you got something I want.
Okay.
And that means that the search results are not being corrupted. Like, it's not like, oh, well, the only reason you're getting a whole bunch of these search results that are criticizing games as a service is because of the cookies. Well, that's why I used a nice, clean Tor browser. So I can't even be accused that I'm, like, loading the search results. And yeah, I typed in just neutral, games as a service, nothing else, and the top 5 search results were either criticizing it or were warning people about it. And so I basically made the argument, you guys can have your own custom definition of games as a service if you want, but I'm telling you, this is how the public perceives it. And this is how large corporations like EA, Activision, and Ubisoft perceive it. And so it seems like I may have gotten through to them on that. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait till next stream. But I believe they will clarify it. And hopefully they'll just not use that term. Like, they need to, like, not call their game a game service if it isn't one.
Pay the sheriff for all the help, but hopefully the stuff we just dropped off.
And if it's similar, but they're not charging microtransactions, they should. It's not a good word to use. It's like I said, it's a word that has, the term I use is poison well. If you're not familiar with the expression poison well, like, you imagine like some water, and then you sprinkle, I don't know, some anthrax in it. You probably wouldn't want to drink it even if it was like a giant jug of water and there was only a little bit of anthrax in there. It's because no matter how much poison you've put into it, it gets filtered into the entire water. So the entire water has been ruined, and that's what they mean by a poison the well. Basically, a small amount of a substance can ruin the entire thing, and that's exactly how it is. Games as a service. It's gotten enough negative blowback that it doesn't matter if your game does it a little better than others. Like, it's just overall perceived with a great deal of negativity. And so I wanted them basically to stop using that term, because they're not using the term correctly, and it's not going to help State of Decay. It's only going to cause alarm. Okay, once again, I don't think this one has ever been not looted. This one has been looted every single time. Number 4 is over here somewhere, over here-ish. We also forgot to drop our stuff off, but we have outposts everywhere, so not that big of a deal. So yeah, as I said, the good news is that State of Decay is not going the route of a game service, which means they're not going to be putting in these recurrent microtransactions. That doesn't mean they won't be charging for content. That doesn't mean that content rather. That doesn't mean they won't have paid DLCs. But they're saying they're not going to have recurrent microtransactions. What's the difference between a recurrent microtransaction and not? Recurrent microtransactions are things that can be purchased multiple times. For example, like if you're playing a game, maybe there's like a EXP booster and the booster lasts 7 days. Well, you could just buy another one, and basically that microtransaction never completely goes away. That's an example of a recurrent microtransaction. Another perception of it, and I would agree with this, but there's a differentiation, is if there's just a crap load of them. Like if you're just selling like hundreds of skins, and even though you buy them, they are delisted. If you're just dumping skin, crazy cosmetics, that could also be considered recurrent microtransactions, because there's just a never-ending supply that it's unrealistic that you would ever buy them all. So that could also be considered recurrent microtransactions, but fortunately they said that that is not what they are trying to do.
Collect them all.
Preppers AK, we'll take it. Definitely not as good as the Eternal Guard, but it's not bad either. So number 5 is... looks like it's up here by that... What's the hint for 5? On top of the water tower. Okay, it's by the 10,000 gallon hat then. So we need to go drop some of this stuff off. So the first thing we're gonna do is hit our... It looks like a enclave moved in. So that's the latest news. Like I said, we'll guess what to hear on Monday or Tuesday, what they say. But that will be overall pretty good news. Like I said, hopefully they just drop that word out of their vocabulary, just because that... I don't see any benefit to using that vocabulary term. Oh, I forgot, like, if we really needed materials, we could just loot this entire area here. What am I up to in parts? I did use the CNC mill. Yeah, we're up to 1,600. Let's polish this up while we're here. Oh, 25, yeah, definitely not polish up, more like just straight up maintenance. These guys appear to have chosen to move into what this is right here. This is technically a building location. Definitely not the safest location. I wouldn't recommend using it. So this is the 10,000 gallon hat. So I'm drafting a new guide video. I mean, it's like, it's going to be a top 6, and it's going to be the top 6 OP things that are so good that they probably need to be nerfed. I'm not going to tell you all of them, but I will talk about the first one on the list. The first one on the list is going to be amenities, the builder's boon, which is what I'm using on this. Like, I think it's pretty much busted. It's so good because if you use it long enough, you might forget that they're even in the game, electricity and power, because if you don't know what amenities does, it gives you infinite electricity and power. Like, you don't need a facility, you don't need an outpost, you don't need mods, you just have it permanently. People constantly ask, like, oh, how do you have electricity and power? And the answer is amenities. It's so powerful that, like I said, if you use it long enough, you might forget that electricity and power are mechanics in the game at all. And I think that anytime you have a feature in the game that's so powerful, you basically don't even need to interact with that part of the game anymore. Yeah, that's OP. I mean, like, let's be honest here. If you had to pick between amenities and just amenities, or all 3 of the, like, basically you can either have amenities or you can have all 3 of the other ones, you'd still go with amenities because amenities has the most powerful, long-lasting effects. If you didn't have amenities, then you'd either have to build a facility or claim a base that has one of the options in it. Like, you'd have to claim a base that has a power plant or a base that has a well. And that's like a wasted facility slot. Or you would have to claim the outposts. And the outposts are a bit expensive. Number 6 is right around here. Let me get going before they jump on. So you would either have to build the facility, claim the base that has a facility, or use the outposts. And they're pretty expensive, like 1,500 to like 3,000 influence, I think. And that's really expensive. And then on top of that, those outposts could be used for other things, and those outposts have a daily fuel upkeep. So it's like having the amenities, it saves you facility slots or outpost slots. It's just such a powerful feature. Especially because the Warlords, I forget what that one's called. That just shows you right there. But yeah, the Warlord's legacy is guns. And it's like, yeah, I'm not saying guns aren't useful, but yeah, I need to get this guy who's after me. Gonna drop these and get these. Fortunately, we got another outpost right here. Probably need to put some of this stuff away. Whoa! Wow, that little bump just put my vehicle into steaming. Yep, you're a feral, I get it. I hope I can... yeah, I should be able to drive through that. It's one of those pathable trees. So, some of the news I got for the community is that the wandering trader and whatnot, apparently you need to play for more than an hour. You need to play for about 90 minutes for them to show up. So I don't know what I don't even know what to do in order to get those. Okay, I need to thin out my inventory a little bit. Let's drop those off. That'll give me slightly better inventory capacity, while at the same time maintaining some readiness in the event we find that juggernaut to melee. Because that'll complete XX Autumn Gaming's request. Oops. Need to get my gun back. Which, once again, I don't really count that as a challenge just because I've already done it before, but it was something to do. I'm not opposed to it. I think I'm actually going to grab a fuel canister as well. Probably about that time. I love seeing all that fuel. We're really stocked up on fuel. Having Mackie has definitely helped quite a bit. All he needs is gunslinging, and he would definitely be one of my more powerful characters, Mackie the Nightman. Oh, I should repair too. What am I doing? I keep wanting to just drive off without thinking about proper preparation. Toolkit need to dig it out of the bag. On the other hand, we are low on toolkits. We actually haven't ran into many juggernauts now that I think about it. Let's get another one of these built. We get another loud thing going. There we go. In case that thing ends suddenly. Where, oh, here it is, repair kit. Normally we wouldn't be carrying nearly as much inventory and we'd be able to loot more of these without a problem, but we are looking for a juggernaut, so I at least wanted 2 of these axes. So number 7 is our next target. Looks like it's the one over here at the hospital. Even though I've looted the hospital multiple times, I still can't remember exactly where it is. It's interesting how many landmarks that are buildings. You've got the 10,000 gallon hat in Drucker County. That building is a landmark. And then you have...
Nice.
Oh, he made some soda can bombs. And then you've got this giant hospital, like easily one of the biggest buildings around. I am a little surprised that the hospital wasn't a base. I wonder if they had considered it as a base. I mean, it's bigger than any of the bases that we have. I mean, it's got multiple floors. I mean, some of the bases have multiple floors, but it's got like a basement floor and a second floor. It would have even more than that if they gave you access to the higher floors. Overall, would be a wild base. That's something a lot of people have been asking for, are more bases. I think more bases could be useful, but I don't think more bases are really that relevant if those bases don't have really unique features that separate them from the other bases. But at the same time, then you could accuse them of having power creep. Maybe the game needs power creep just to, you know, shake things up a bit, but it's like, I'm not sure. Maybe they could just add them as a new base tier, like giant bases, like 12-man bases or 10-man bases. But then they'd have to increase the survivor cap, since 9 is the soft cap. So the hint is behind the hospital, which once again doesn't tell us too much. Oh wait, here it is. Okay, so it's literally behind the hospital. So number 8 is right around here. On top of the office building over there. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. A lot of people argue with me in the comments, not a lot, but it happens frequently enough that I notice it. But they will argue with me that climbing on top of buildings and whatnot there's no penalty to it.
You up for a swim? I say go for it. That place was crowded before. How bad you think it is now?
And to what I say to that is, I'm not saying that there isn't a tactical time to climb up on top of something.
Waste of time.
But let me tell you, if you climb up on something and the zombies cannot get to you, they are programmed to start screaming. And like a lot of people don't realize this because the zombies don't really have a very audible scream. It's not something that's easily noticed. But yeah, if you get on top of a... basically, if you get out of their ability to reach you, yep, they immediately start screaming. So like, there are times where it's worth it to do that anyways. But generally speaking, I try to avoid doing it. I mainly will only do it if ferals are on me and I need a moment to like mess with my inventory or call in an ability or something. So our hint here is on a makeshift fort. Yeah, okay. So
I guess that makes it your lucky day.
it sure does. Man, I can't stand these, like, oh my god, you need to help me. I made it up. So this one is kind of hard to see at nighttime. Like, you wouldn't be able to see across this, like, gulch. Which I'm now going to make into a blood gulch. Oh, another, man, this... We are not getting very lucky, are we? I mean, we can't complain about our luck because we got the 2 eternal guards. Next one's near the church. I remember that one. We're allowed to have some bad luck now that we had some good luck. But, yeah, it's right. It's in the back in the cemetery. And here's the cemetery. Where's the entrance? Can I? Yes, I should be able to make it through that. That's a game I'm looking forward to, is the next Halo. I was a competitive Halo player for about a year. I played in the 4v4 seasonal ranked deathmatch.
So, we're just gonna move on. Take care, I guess.
It's like, they feel so unwelcome. I don't know, maybe stop being freaking losers. It's like, I built this community up from nothing. You guys suck. Okay, so that was number 10. Number 11 is somewhere around here. How do I get down there? Oh, this is as good as any direction. It's like there's not even a lot of value to killing them other than for catharsis. It's like... Rarely do they have decent loot. They're dangerous because it's like when they're fighting zombies, they've got stormtrooper accuracy, but when they're fighting a a player, they've got like revolver ocelots aimed. They're like, I know where the bullets go, and they can like make impossible shots on you. And then, like I said, when you kill them, they're not worth a lot of influence. They tend to have really awful equipment. They're just not worth it overall. Wait, where am I going? Okay, I am going the right way. The sample I left behind. So here's this lake area. I know we're looking for that jungle gym. Oh, there it is. I'm surprised that there isn't a collectible like on this rock or something like that, kind of like in Meagher Valley. There, we dirtied up the water.
Score.
More stuff to sell. I want to kill that bloater. It's just like walking around like, I'm just out for a stroll. I'm just minding my own business, being a zombie. Oh, I missed. There you go. That's what you get for just like wandering around, minding your own business. So, number 12 is a little past this area here. Looks like it's about right here. So, oh yeah, as I was saying, so the base we're going to be moving into next is the... I can't remember, the country church. And we'll spend a day or two in that. I don't want to leave until I get like a major... Let me check the base to make sure that I can make things super loud. Okay, we don't have any manpower because everyone's watching TV and whatnot. Oh, come on. Get off. How did that not count? There we go. Oh, he got my door. This game. At least it's not an important door. For these guys. Why are they friendly? I haven't helped anybody. But yeah, that's one of the ones I'm going to work on. I'm going to work on 6 OP things. I'm probably going to do like...
Trucks roll out of here every 10 minutes, full to the brim. I think they're my ticket out of here. Wish me luck.
I wonder if Undead Labs is ever going to expand upon that story.
These guys aren't assholes. That won't work.
Kind of want to loot these.
Great, more crap.
Anytime I see these like weapon trunks, they were full of parts, of course. Why wouldn't they be? Ah, good. It's not pre-looted. We gotta get at least one decent thing. I mean, I hope. I mean, we don't have to, because like I said, we did get pretty lucky previously.
This load's gonna wear me out.
Those pills are pretty rare. I mean, I'll just grab them just for the sake of it, I think. Soda can bomb, no thanks. And the 13th one is right on the opposite side, actually. That'll be the last one, I think. According to this, there's only 13 of them. If I remember right, it's right over here. Whenever I talk about, like, the third-person aim throws me off, that's what I'm talking about, though, because, like I said, I used to play Halo quite a bit. And I'm very much used to first-person aim. Okay, that was not the actual box, that was what was on top of. Oh wow, 12 50 caliber rounds? Yeah, that's actually not half bad. I'll take that. It could have been worse. Who are these guys? The hack jobs? Oh, what do you know? We kind of just went full circle too. Our base is just right over there. It's funny, we drove around all over the place. No juggernauts. No juggernauts. Okay, let's throw all this stuff in.
Every time I kill it. Yo, I'm home.
Switch to somebody else. How about, I don't know, Caleb. I haven't played as him in a while. Who's your weapon skill? Swordplay? Are we overcapped on something? We're overcapped on ammo? There. I'm not sure, to be honest. Let me just get some equipment on.
Feels like home to me.
Like, I'm waiting for a siege to occur, but at the same time, looking for something to do. You know what? Let's use the shotgun for a while. The Echo shotgun. Because, I mean, like, why the heck not? Now that we have all the Echo weapons. And several of the Echo weapons are a bit different than the others. Other typical weapons. They can be a bit unique. My gun skill. Assault. Oh, mighty assault. Assault stinks.
Shouldn't take me too long to get there.
Wait, are these guys who are gonna be like... okay, we can fight these guys again. They're in like the same building too, it seems. Oh my god, you know what'd be so funny is if you get these guys who like... They're like, oh man, we're gonna like blackmail you for gear. And then you like plant C4s in their base and just blow them up. I wonder if you can do that. I don't have the correct guy for it. To build C4s.
Hey, how's it going? Okay, here's
They
the
have a new
situation.
base, but you guys are all the samples or supplies. Yeah, okay, so...
Where I come from, people help their neighbors. I guess you're from somewhere else.
Tell you, I'm gonna help you, alright?
Let them find their own stuff instead of taking ours.
Oh, don't worry, I'm going to help you, alright? I've got plenty by which to help you. What can we do to mess with these guys? Now that we know if we attack them, they will eventually turn hostile. I do have some ideas. I wonder how... we've stocked up a decent number of Willy Pete grenades. I wonder how good those will do. What? Stop! 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 Ah.
Hey, you know what I don't miss? Trips to the dentist.
Tell you what, I bet your teeth miss having trips to the dentist, though. Yeah, let's burn these guys. Like, we haven't done something like that. Get a pyro launcher. Let's see if we can burn them to death. Let's get... Where's my Willy Pete at? Oh, look at all these. Okay, better idea. Let's use someone who has resourcefulness, so therefore Serafina. Because they'll be able to carry more supplies. Oh, it'll be even better because, like...
That'll keep you quiet.
Wait, that's not the right thing. And also put one of these away. Okay, let's get Serafina out. So, like, okay, think about this. If the fire, if we try to burn them, and we make noise, we're gonna use the scent block so that we can, like, get the zombie, but what if, like, armor zombies get in there? They become, like, fire enchanted because, like, they're not affected by the flames, so it's not gonna bother them. But it's gonna bother the enemy survivors. They're gonna be like, oh my god, it's zombies and they're on fire and nothing's affecting them. I have one C4. We're gonna use it. Give me, I'll take a stack of scent block because I might need it. Oh, man. What good are all these supplies if we don't do something with them? Oh, we need, zombie. I forgot about that. Put one of these away because it's pretty efficient. What do you call it? The pyro launcher. It's plenty efficient. Okay, I must have left it out in the front. Probably should bring a med kit as well, but I'm kind of impatient. I don't want to juggle my inventory. Okay, so we're gonna go in there. I want to see, like, kind of approximately where they're sitting. I think we're gonna, like, bring the zombies in, and then, like, we're gonna see if we can blow them up with a C4. I wish I had, like, 2 or 3 of them, because then I would put, like, kind of one in every room and detonate them all simultaneously, but... Oh, man, I hope you guys don't mind if I put a C4, like, right here.
Damn it.
What's this? What is this? It's nothing. Nothing to worry about. It's a Wi-Fi signal booster. That's what it is. Wi-Fi signal booster.
Fire in the hole!
There's a horde heading our way, but we can handle them without you.
10 minutes before we gotta deal with these guys. Oh, I don't have my scent block on. Yeah, we gotta get in the vehicle. That's the only way to apply scent block. There we go. You guys wouldn't happen to want some of this. A little hot. Getting a little heated up in there. Let me get my vehicle further away before it gets cooked. Ah, they're already getting burned. Oh, this is great. Okay, there we go. Maybe you need a little bit of heat. Oh, he's getting set on fire by the flaming zombies. Oh, he's not. Oh, it's working. He's fire enchanted. Have another one. And where did our zombies go? That doesn't sound like a sound of joy. Come on, zombies. You guys are killing me. I mean, they're not literally killing... They are literally killing me. I need zombies! Zombies! I'm gonna give it until 2 minutes remaining on the defense. Yeah, we need like an armored horde. Where is an armored horde when you need it? Here, have another one. How you guys doing? All of a sudden now, they don't want to turn hostile on me. Have another. Man, look how much it just covers the entire building. It's just insane how powerful it is in terms of incendiaries. Oh, it's a feral trio. Here we go, here's another one. There's fire everywhere. Everyone's on fire. Oh, man. She's like paralyzed by the fire. A really loud gun she's got. Guys want some fire? Not feeling too good, are you? It's all good though. Oh, is he? Did he get cooked? No, he's still alive. So like, we're not doing as much damage as we could because they're still considered a friendly.
I have a bloater inside. Last one left.
See, if they were hostile, the fire probably would have killed them by now. There's no way they would be able to survive it. It's just constantly setting him on, like the zombies are resetting him on fire. Oh, he's got a... They've got so much defense. Are all three of them still alive? Yeah, all three of them are still alive. They have not killed this screamer yet. Unbelievable. Let's... Dang, even that didn't kill them. They have so much damage resistance because of it. Ugh. Oh, that's right, I forgot I don't have coverage from my scent block anymore. These guys stink. We'll come back and torment them later. I want to defend the base while we have daylight. Okay, let's fling these guys off.
Shut up already.
That stinks. Plus, I don't want to waste too many more of my... These weapons are somewhat rare. There's Willy Pete's. Well, we're not through with those guys yet. We are going to come back and do something about them. I don't know what we're going to do about them, but we're going to do something about them. Do I need to go get a 50 cal?
Just remember, everyone
What
fights.
threat level are we?
No one
Okay,
wins.
yeah.
Can I be any louder?
I'm gonna need one of these. I need a 50 cal. $50 cal, please. Good. Put some of this stuff away. Yeah, maybe one med kit. There. Well, the whole stack. Whatever. Give me med kits. There you go. 3 minutes to hold out against a complete siege.
Fight him back!
Bringing the Juggernaut in already. Come on, you guys. It's a juggernaut, and you guys are in a tower location. You can take him out. Take him out. What is this accuracy? What is this accuracy? We got a breach in the courtyard. The juggernaut is here, and they're not killing him. Where are all of my people at? Why aren't they doing anything? Don't go do that. I want you to stay up here. So one of my guys has blood plague, which is annoying. Yeah, that's the end of the jug. Let's, who has it? Caleb? Just put him in the bed for now. There, now you won't die from blood plague. We have a Willie Pete grenade. There we go. Dang, look at the fire coverage on Willie Pete grenade. Crazy. It also creates that huge smoke. I'm not sure what smoke does. I think it obscures the humans. What's this guy doing? Like, we're under attack and our guy isn't manning the defenses. He's just standing there. Ladislav, you stink. You watch from this point of view now. I mean, this courtyard's not a bad place, given that over here he's got it. He's got a good view of them, but it's just the AI isn't very good at fighting. Overall, I would say, like, the defense seems pretty unremarkable. It seems like it's any other zombie siege.
Take 10 of those fuckers with you.
Seems like there's not necessarily any advantage, not necessarily any disadvantage here. All right, let's clean up.
Shut up already.
Actually, what we could do is I guess I gotta get a cure out. He's been put in the place, so I have
Look
to.
at us, we're alive.
Where is the infirmary? In this building next to, like, a building in a corner of the base. Actually, I think it's on the second floor. I think that location is just... Because it's like I have to physically visit that location in order to treat him. Is it in here? No, so this is not part of the second floor. Okay, it's right next to the Brogan Trekker. Where's the Trekker? Oh, here it is.
Sure, nobody's ever survived this without a cure, but there's always a first time, right?
Administer the cure.
Should work. Probably.
All right, let's do this. You guys can't get rid of me that easily. What's next?
Well, that's the end of that. We got to see the siege. Means I'm probably going to rebuild this. Next time we're going to move to a... Well, no, we might mess around with those guys. Then we're going to... Okay, so what I'll probably do is we're going to mess around with these guys again. and then we're probably going to change to a different area. That is my plan. At any rate, that is the end of this episode. Didn't get super lucky on the drops, but we got lucky the other time, so, you know, it's balancing itself out. But that's the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for future State of Decay 2 content. Wait, I got it in reverse. Like this episode if it was entertaining. Subscribe for future State of Decay 2 content. Of course, remember that you don't have to be good to get good.